decided to pretty much do the most ridiculous purchase you could do and traded in my old A7R, I think the GM 70-200 2 and my 50. Both, I loved them to death, but I just didn't need them anymore because I got the GFX 102 and I didn't need it. I don't really use the Sony anymore except for 35 is all I need, the only lens I need on the Sony now. But traded that in towards this thing, the 200 Canon 200, yeah, there it is, 200 f2. Pretty awesome lens, and it's with the Fringer adapter on there, right there. Works pretty good. Also with the GFX 100S2. Blown away. I can't believe it. This was lens said it was made in 2008, so I guess the first year it was made. I checked the serials and all that. It focuses amazing. It's so up to speed. They overbuilt the hell out of it. Resolution is just below the Fuji's, right below the 120 but it's so sharp. It's such a beautiful lens that it makes up for that slight, I don't know what you call it, resolving. I guess maybe it doesn't quite as resolve as well, but I mean, I'll show you the pictures. I don't think you can really see what I'm talking about. I mean, with the GFX glass compared to adapted glass, the GFX glass just seems to have more of a look to it, you know, whereas the DSLR lenses seems to still have kind of a DSLR feel to it. I know that makes no sense. I'm not very good at this stuff. It's just what I see. Usually the GF glass used to be a little more just detailed, but doesn't have the same kind of beautiful contrast and stuff that, like, say the 105 has, or the you know, the 40. I also picked up the Sigma 40. Vignette, whatever. Yeah, Vignette is very bad on this. So, but I don't care. I really am surprised. Normally I would be the guy nitpicking Vignette, being like, look at those corners and all of it. But with what I do, I really don't notice it. It's easy to clean up, and this is such a killer lens. It looks so good. I take it out. I only use adapted glass when I'm outside. I don't use the Fuji native glass when I'm outside. I only use the 105, the 40, or now I'm going to be using this 200. It's a pain in the ass. It's really difficult. I truck it around with a monopod. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but I could see myself using this the majority of the time. As long as I got enough working distance, I'm going to want to use this lens because it's so cool. It's just so, you know, bam. I got to be careful. I tore my tricep. Little news for you. Don't try to hang in the gym. I had an MRI the other day, but that's another story. So yeah, this thing is just whew, yeah, she's my baby. She's my baby. Bam, 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 bam. Really like it. Beautiful lens. It performs so well. Autofocus is dead on. This is between the Fringer and this, it's almost comical how good I don't know what 15, 20-year-old lens is almost, you know. Working on this system works great. This, same deal. Focus is great. Amazing, tack sharp, can't complain. Really, really amazing lens. I'll show you some beautiful pics with this. But this thing is, everything everyone said about it is true. And it, you know, f2 200 on a, you know, on a medium format is just, you can't describe it. I mean, it's laughably bokeh, you know. Don't have much else to say. Yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted to talk about continuous focus. Everyone else says they get more accuracy with the S, you know, the single mode. I don't. I was so used to spoiled by the A7R 5 that I got used to continuous and just never even looking at if it's in focus or not, because it was every single time. Now all I found out when I was on the 100S, I still like continuous more. It was not great, but if I paid attention to it and let it sort it out, it usually sorted it out and found the eye eventually. So I got used to doing that with back button focus. You know, you go in and turn something off here. You just turn where it doesn't turn on. To do a back button focus, you turn this off. You know how you half press that down, you turn that off, and that activates. Then you use your thumb here on the AF on button to, you know, hold the focus point. That's how you know, go to back button focus. I live off that. I let continuous do it. Continuous works great for me. I have no problems. I just think I got to where I was used to using it. So I wanted to just say something about continuous. I prefer continuous. It works great for me.
It's a 200 f2 Canon, you know, doing its thing. Pretty dead on. The GFX just has different rendering. I don't know if you like it more or less. It's just doing its thing. I think it's beautiful. Michaela just had a baby about 3 months ago. Has a little Stewie on her. I always got to Photoshop that out. Yeah, she looks amazing. Can't do wrong there. Nice shots. Sharp eyes, beautiful bokeh. Good job, sweetie. Very good. I call all of them sweetie. How creepy can you get? But that's just a great image. GFX 100S2, can't go wrong. Alright. Plenty of great shots. Yeah, a lot of misfires with the high-speed sync. I gotta slow down. Should have directed her a little better. She was kind of all over the place. I was just focused on other stuff. But yeah, great stuff. Pretty sharp for wide open, I'd say. Pretty accurate too, autofocus wise. All right, man, let's get going. It's Aurora. She hasn't shot. It's her second shoot ever. I should have been a little more disciplined with my direction. But all right, back to the rocks. Cool. It's beautiful. She was really sassy today. She gave me a nice platitude. Good job though, Michaela. They know it. They all know the worse they treat me, the more I like them. The rumor goes around. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what else we got here. Cool. I don't like to get fancy with angles, and I just do everything the same. Real simple beauty, straight on. I don't try to be anything that I don't want to be. I'm not much experimenter. I just want to capture the girls looking pretty. That's it. I don't like to get too creative with my lighting. Just don't care that much about, you know, being some artiste. I went to art school a long time ago, and you kind of learn to not be like that there. Don't act like you're special, because you're not. All right, ring flash 40 with the Sigma 40. Looks great. You know, can't complain. Michaela had to get to work, so. Alright, you just gotta get their hair wet a little bit. She's like, what do I do? I'm like, just get in there, have fun. Alright, cool, wide open. Yeah, she's getting nibbled on by the fishies. F to 200, the 200, yeah. Right, let's go back, see here, that's the 200 again. A little strobe, this bokeh's crazy on the thing. Can't get much cooler than that if you're into that thing. Bokeh's like cheesecake, you know. That's what I always say. Eat sparingly, can't have dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I usually shoot at f8 in the studio most of the time. But when I go out and have fun, I open those lenses up. Have fun. These were cool. This is 40. I think I was using my 50-inch softbox today, that day. Yeah. The 40. These are all with the 40. Cool. Alright, let's see what's up. This is the, just look at the eye on that 200. This is the 200 in the studio at f8. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Look at that. Crazy. Oh, and this is the 120. So if you want like the technical perfect how it should be, that's the difference, right? So that's the 120 macro in there. There's my Mola beauty dish. I use as a, you know, modeling light, Parabolics 35D and brown color for fill, softbox. Yeah, just one heck of an S curve on her. And yeah, 40. All right, that's about it.